Hey, this is Allison hanging out on my Space to Craft, and this video is all real time because it didn't take long at all. So I had just finished that page using a lot of really bold colors, pink and turquoise, and then this scribbly paper. And so I've made a little card base, and I want to use some of those scraps to make a card. So this is what I have. I don't think I'm going to use the black, but I want to sort of see what I can come up with for a simple card. I really do like this scribbly paper. It's so fun. So I have this scrap, but it had some holes cut out of it, so I have to sort of fudge it and get as much as I can out of this scrap. So nobody will see the holes in the back, and I'm just going to place that paper as close to the edges as I can and still get it covered so I don't have holes sticking out. And then I think I'll use this little pink scrap. I had a ready-made black embossed sentiment. I think that other one is too big, so this one I'm going to cut down and use as the sentiment. So I use a couple of dies for that, and I think my plan has come together. So I use a pencil to mark where I want it rather than measuring, because I'm trying to, you know, optimize the blue showing. So I'll have to cut both of these down a bit. Not sure what I was doing there. I don't think I was thinking straight. So I'm going to mark the blue to cut it, and then the pink, or the scribble paper. So I use my guillotine trimmer. If you don't have a guillotine trimmer, a personal size trimmer like this, I think Tim Holtz makes one. Creative Memories. This one's Creative Memories. They're fantastic. They last forever. This one has a little container box under it, so it's pretty handy. Great when you have to travel to a crop. And I use it for all my photo trimming, and then anything small, just to save blades, because those blades don't dull. They don't seem to anyway. So I'm just going to dry fit it and double check that everything is working where I want it, in case I need to trim a little more. And I'm not using wet glue on this because this Creative Memories paper is pretty thin, and I worry when I use wet glue that it'll wrinkle the paper. So just using my, and this isn't repositionable tape, but it holds. So I'm happy with that. And then I'm just going pretty simple with this. So I kind of like the look of it going all the way across, which makes it pretty easy. For measuring and everything else. And really, I could have just cut it a little bit longer than that and then just scissor trimmed it off the card when I was finished. So now, because it's on cardstock, I can use some wet glue. So you can see that the mat on this, the mat size on the card is a little bit larger than normal, and that's because I was trying to make use of the paper that I had. So when you're using scraps, you sort of get a little flexible. And I'm hemming and hawing a bit. And I'm going to go off and cut this. I did cut that part out, so you can see I've used a little scalloped oval for the title, and then I went and did a scalloped oval for an outline as well. That just takes a minute because I didn't have to sort through my dies to find the right one. So you can see just how quick this card went. So just making use of those scraps. And because these are nested, it makes a nice border, and I like bringing that turquoise in elsewhere on the page. So some really girly colors, very 80s looking, but pretty simple card, and the sentiment becomes the focal point rather than having another any other embellishment on there. So just going really simple and graphic with this. So lay that strip down in the bottom third of the paper, and then I'm going to pop the sentiment up using some dimensional foam tape. This is Scotch tape. It comes in a big round disc. It lasts a long time though. I think I've had it over a year. So I like that. And then I need to figure out finishing touches. So I have the enamel dot sitting on my desk, and I just think, do I want that, or should I do maybe some liquid pearls or something like that? So I pull out, look at these sequins. None of these are flat sequins. They're beads, so they're for shaker elements, and so that won't really work as well. I do look at these. This is what I end up using, by the way. But I have one more thing to check out before that. I really like those clear ones. That's going to end up being the winner. But I try some of these liquid pearls just to see how I think that might look on there. And it comes out a little bit softer than that fuchsia strip. So I decide I don't love it, and we're going to stick with the bold. Just checking my other sequin blocks. I have some half pearls in here, pink pearls, but they're too soft. Again. So without this hemming and hawing, it would have taken me about 5 minutes to do this card. So I love being able to make something beginning to end quickly like this. So I'm going to use these clear ones. just to add a little bling. And then a pink one in the middle. And I think that's where we're going to leave it. Let's take a close-up. Thanks you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers in the next month or two. So I'd love it if you would subscribe and come back for layouts, scraps to embellishments, cards, all sorts of stuff. Thanks a lot.